Live from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, this is the QTV Nightly News and I am Jules Denjai. Thank you for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. President Adama Barrow on Saturday inaugurated the newly constructed national headquarters of the National People's Party (NPP) in Bundung. Fatu Samba, the country coordinator of Gambian Talents TV, has been laid to rest at the Latrikunda German cemetery following her death over the weekend. The 49th Grand Hajj Symposium took place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia on Sunday, bringing together experts to address issues surrounding the Hajj pilgrimage. The Anglican Diocese of the Gambia celebrated its 90th anniversary of mission and ministry in the country in a series of events on Friday. In international news, the head of Liberia's delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, Senator Edwin Malvin Suno Jr., has appealed to ECOWAS member states to support his country's bid for a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council. These and other stories coming ahead. Do stay with us. Thank you very much for staying with us. If you are just tuning in, this is the QTV Nightly News. Now, President Adama Barrow on Saturday inaugurated the newly constructed national headquarters of the National People's Party (NPP), a multi-million-dollar facility located in Bundung. The unveiling marks a historic moment in the party's relatively young journey in consolidating its commitment to political organization, national unity, and democratic development. Let's have more details of that in this report. The National People's Party (NPP), founded in December 2019, continues to make its mark on the Gambia's political landscape. In less than 5 years, the party has inaugurated its national headquarters, a modern multi-million-dollar facility that stands as a strong symbol of legitimacy, growth, and ambition. Located in Bundung, the newly opened headquarters features a contemporary design and includes spaces for administration, strategic planning, policy development, and grassroots engagement. According to the party's spokesperson, CDS Kenjai, the new headquarters will improve the party's organizational efficiency and strengthen its ability to respond to national challenges through structured political participation. The ceremony also witnessed the official welcoming of over 100 former GDC supporters and more than 200 former UDP supporters who declared their loyalty to the NPP. Maimuna Balde, NPP's national women's mobilizer, welcomed the new members and expressed the party's readiness to work with everyone willing to contribute to its mission. President Adama Barrow, many members of the opposition, especially from UDP and GDC, want to join your party. The burden is heavy, but we have entrusted everything to Allah. The number of people coming is overwhelming. Another key highlight of the day was the official launch of the party's political magazine. Here is CDCC, NPP Administrative Secretary.
This publication is designed to document and highlight the tremendous achievement of the government under the leadership of Adama Cairo Barrow to showcase the impactful programs initiated by the NPP government.
During the event, awards were presented to individuals who have made outstanding contributions to the development and progress of the party since its founding. President Adama Barrow, the NPP's Secretary General and party leader, presided over the ceremony. Addressing party members, dignitaries, and the media, he described the new building as more than just a structure, calling it a symbol of national unity and forward-looking leadership. He emphasized that the NPP is an inclusive and dynamic party grounded in democracy, respect, and leadership based on merit.
Under the leadership of the NPP government, we continue to provide Gambians with the much-needed infrastructure, such as the construction of over 1,000 kilometers of roads in both urban and rural Gambia, hospitals that include the biggest one in Fatu.
President Barrow urged Gambian youths to join the party and play an active role in building a fair and prosperous nation for all.
Today, President Barrow is the party leader, but tomorrow it will be another party member. That is why we are building a party of many potential leaders to choose from. The underlying principle is that ours is the party of the people, created to serve our collective interests across generations.
As a gesture of appreciation, each room in the headquarters is named after individuals who have significantly contributed to the party's formation and growth, from grassroots mobilizers to national strategies, reflecting the NPP's culture of gratitude and recognition. For QTV News, I am Julde Njai. Now, Fatu Samba, the country coordinator of Gambian Talents TV, has been laid to rest at the Latrikunda German cemetery following her death over the weekend. QTV's Usman Jata attended the funeral, and this is his report.
The Sambakunda family of Latrikunda German is mourning the untimely death of their beloved daughter, 33-year-old Fatu Samba, the country coordinator of the Gambia Talents TV.
As a media outlet rek Gambian Talents TV ñu ne duñ tok ci office bi fokk rek ñu génna indi leen lan moo fi xew.
Her sudden passing on Saturday, May 31st, has left family, friends and the media community in deep shock and sorrow. Aidan Jai, a relative of the deceased, remembers Fatu as a joyful and warm-hearted individual.
When you met Fatu, the first thing you saw was her smile. She greeted everyone with warmth. She served her parents with love. May Allah grant her the highest Jannah.
At the Latrikunda German Central Mosque, Imam Ratib Basiru Drame led the funeral tributes and praised Fatu's contributions to society through her media work.
Fatu's impact is felt across the country. Serving your nation by educating and informing its people is a form of jihad.
Allahu Akbar.
Following the prayers, Fatu was laid to rest at the Latrikunda German cemetery, joining many other beloved souls who have passed. 2025 has proven to be a difficult year for Gambian media. First came the tragic loss of Modu Lamin Sanyang, a respected sports journalist from Star FM and TV, who died in a motorbike accident. Now, the media mourns the sudden loss of Fatu Samba, a towering figure in community journalism and youth empowerment.
Our mission is to inform, educate and entertain Gambians through our talents, as well as complement government and private sector development initiatives.
Among the dignitaries who paid tribute were Minister of Information Dr. Ismaila Cisse, former GPU President Mohammed Esba, and Ablai Jawa, a presenter at Paradise TV, all whom commended Fatu's unwavering dedication and humility.
She has consulted me in several issues with regards to the work as the profession dictates. And Fatu was also passionate about giving chance to the younger journalists.
Fatu Samba is that woman who is full of humor, but also full of respect and also down to earth. Jao, langa fogne, what do you think? Do you watch me? Somebody said, what do you normally see about me? Is there anything that I need to adjust? I said, Fatu Samba, you're good. You're doing great.
Daily, God sends us signs of His power. We should remember that we are all equal and that one day we will all pass away. Her husband, Pa Usman Juf, visibly emotional, described Fatu as a loyal and hard-working wife whose passion for journalism inspired many.
Fatu fulfilled all her responsibilities. She was passionate about her work and continued to serve even on the day she died. Her love for journalism drew me to her. She was a God-fearing woman and a devoted wife. May Allah grant her Jannah.
A day before her passing, Fatu was at work planning GTTV's Tobaski outreach programming. Over the years, she trained more than 600 young journalists, many of whom credit their careers to her mentorship. Aisha Jallo, a colleague, and Jenna Bandau, both a friend and former schoolmate, spoke of Fatu's generous spirit.
Fatu wasn't just a friend, Fatu was like more of a mother figure.
She was a woman of great character. She loved her relatives, respected everyone, and never looked down on anyone.
The passing of Fatu Samba has left another void in the Gambian media, silencing a voice that once inspired, informed, and uplifted lives. Her contributions will remain in the history books of the country. Osman Jata, reporting for QTV News.
May Fatu Samba's soul rest in perfect peace. Now, the 49th Grand Hajj Symposium took place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia on Sunday, bringing together experts to address issues surrounding the Hajj pilgrimage. Babukar Sise was in attendance, and this is his report.
The Grand Hajj Symposium, held at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Jeddah, was organized by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah. The annual gathering brought together more than 500 religious leaders and scholars from 57 countries. The symposium's theme, Capability in Hajj and Contemporary Developments, centered on the physical, financial, and legal requirements for performing Hajj. It emphasizes the need to educate pilgrims about these requirements and the importance of adapting to modern-day challenges to ensure a safe, smooth, and meaningful pilgrimage experience. The event showcased Saudi Arabia's commitment to delivering integrated healthcare services and ensuring the safety of pilgrims through robust security measures and regulatory permits. For the Sise, Secretary General of the National Hajj Commission of the Gambia highlighted other key issues discussed during the symposium.
They talk about importance of the Nusuk card. This is very, very important. Without which, you cannot enter Haram, Makkah and Medina. You cannot go to Mina. You are not eligible to perform Hajj this year. So, in the discussion, they advise all pilgrims to hold their Nusuk card anywhere they are going. And also, in health-wise, they advise pilgrims to adhere to the health advice, like if it is too hot, stay in your tent. So from 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock, nobody should go out of your tent because of the heat. Remember last year, because of the heat, so many people died. And also, Saudi emphasized the need of sensitization back home in Gambia before pilgrims come here. All operators, including Hajj commissions, should come together to sensitize pilgrims before their departure from their home countries. It is very, very important. And it helps pilgrims, the Hajj Commission, and the operators as well to make work very easy for everyone.
Global Islamic scholars highlighted the symposium's significance in enhancing international cooperation in Hajj management and promoting universal values such as tolerance, peace, and unity within the Muslim community. In response to key challenges, Saudi Hajj authorities reaffirmed their commitment to enhancing the transport system to ensure safe and efficient movement between major pilgrimage sites. As global Muslim leaders and delegates digest the wealth of knowledge shared at the Grand Hajj Symposium, there is a renewed sense of hope that Hajj will continue to evolve to ensure a safe, smooth, and spiritually fulfilling pilgrimage experience. Babukar Sise, QTV News, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
That report there by Babukar Sise will take us for a commercial break. When we return, we hear how the Anglican Diocese of the Gambia is celebrating its 90th anniversary of its founding. And we will also hear how a new film honors the memory of those killed and injured in April 2000 student demonstration here in the Gambia. Do stay tuned for these and other stories.
fii mooy fan fii mooy Inessa di place bi nga xam ne moom la ñëpp taam place bii bépp xeetu ataaya bu baax rek bu dugg see ci dëkk bi xamal ne fii rek la am bara warga bii neex na lool saf na ba pare tamit nag am gu bu neex boo ko naanee rek da ngay kontaan ci saasi añ ba suur ba gëreesal li nga lekk jëndal baara ataaya bii ndax moom la ñëpp taam gis nga sama client bii ataaya bu neex bu ne moom laa koy njëkk a jox ndax moom kat ataaya bu neex rek lay wër baara warga bii mooy warga bi gën te moo gën a saf kon nag ràññee leen ko bu baax kon daw leen gaaw ca Banjul foofu ca Inessa di place bi nga xam ni foofu rek nga ko mën a amee wholesale wala retail mu ngi foofu ci boori court house bi foofu ca Banjul wala nga daw ci bépp marché bépp supermarket bépp boutique fépp foo dugg rek di nga mën a am baara warga bii nga xam ne moom la ñëpp di wër tey baara warga moo dàq ci warga yi man maa ngi ci moom ndax su ma maree ataaya moom rek lay naan.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is the QTV News, and now to the rest of our stories. The Anglican Diocese of the Gambia celebrated its 90th anniversary of mission and ministry in the country in a series of events on Friday. The celebrations are under the theme, "We have come this far by faith in God." Mam Nabuka has the rest of that story.
The Anglican Diocese of the Gambia saw its inception in 1935 as the Diocese of Gambia and Guinea. Later in 1940, it was renamed the Diocese of Gambia and Rio Pongas by the Anglican Church to represent the conglomeration of the 5 countries, Cape Verde Island, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea and the Gambia. The term Rio Pongas signified the 2 rivers that directly and indirectly connect all 5 countries. Today, it is simply called the Diocese of Gambia and is one of 17 dioceses in the Church of the Province of West Africa and comprises the Gambia, Senegal, and the Cape Verde Islands. Bishop John Daly was appointed and consecrated as the first bishop of the Anglican Diocese of the Gambia by then Archbishop of Canterbury, Most Reverend Cosmo Lang. His tenure saw the establishment of Christi Kunda, which contained a church, a farm, a school, and a clinic, and was widely considered the best, most effective mission in rural Gambia. Bishop Daly's legacy laid the groundwork for a vibrant community of faith and knowledge, and served instrumental in the promotion of education, healthcare, and social justice in the Gambia. Now 90 years later, Reverend James S. Cole, retired Dean of the Anglican Diocese of Gambia, talks of the diocese's impact in the Gambia over the decades.
They established schools like JC5 School, like Advocate Matthias George School, and the St. Andrews Lamin, and the Mothers Union compound in Banjulunding. All those things are from the Anglican mission, you understand? And we also have churches all over. And even apart from that, we were involved in social work, hospital work, clinical works, and spiritual work as well. We did all those.
In honor of the anniversary of the diocese, the celebrations included on Thursday a reenactment of what happened 90 years ago when Bishop Daly arrived in the Gambia. On Friday, a symphony of music where there was singing to honor the faith, and on Saturday, a walk for health from Sabina Junction, Caraba Avenue to the Methodist Academy School in Bakau, where it later culminated into a sports and fun day activity. Bakari Waibaji, the Minister of Youth and Sports, was in attendance.
For many decades, the church has been doing a lot of work in promoting education, in promoting health, as well as in promoting the welfare of people. We appreciate the work that you've been doing, and we hope that the church will continue to be here for the next 90 years and more.
Patricia Freeman, a treasurer at St. Mary's Cathedral, sheds light on what they hope to see for the diocese in the coming years.
We want to see greater institutions being built. We want to see self-sufficiency in our diocese. We want to see leadership strengthened. We want to see the youths taking leadership positions to grow our diocese and make it be in existence for years to come.
In light of the 90th anniversary of the Anglican Diocese of Gambia, a brand new church called St. Andrew's Church was opened in Banjulinding on Sunday, the 1st of June. The diocese is poised to continue its vital work in the Gambia, inspired by the faith that has guided its journey thus far. Mamna Buka, reporting for QTV News.
Now, as a powerful act of remembrance and advocacy, the Fantanka organization and partners have released a new documentary titled Living with the Scars, Remembering April 10 and 11, 2000. The film revisits one of the darkest chapters in Gambia's history when a peaceful student demonstration turned into a national tragedy. Fatu attended the screening, and this is her report.
25 years ago, on April 10th and 11th, 2000, students across the Gambia took to the streets demanding justice. The immediate triggers were the tragic death of a 19-year-old Ibrahim Abari, who was allegedly tortured by members of the fire department, and the rape of a 13-year-old schoolgirl by a paramilitary officer during a school sporting event. The government's failure to investigate or hold anyone accountable for these incidents galvanized the Gambia Student Union to organize a peaceful protest. What followed was a violent crackdown by security forces. At least 15 people lost their lives, including 12 students and a Red Cross volunteer. Dozens more were injured or traumatized. The massacre left an indelible scar on the national conscience, and for years, survivors and victims' families have called for justice and remembrance. Our Da Costa, Program and Outreach Coordinator for Fankanta, emphasized the importance of memorializing those who lost their lives and those who survived the April 2000 student demonstrations.
It is very imperative at this time that our young people understand the dynamics and what happened in April 10th, 11th, because Gambia has a very huge youth demographic. Over 60% of the population are young people. So if young people are not engaged as of now, we would start to see things that happened in the past repeat itself. This incident had to do with school-going children. So it is important that we target young people to see they understand these things, they are aware and they are sensitized.
Abdullah H. Bojang, a father who lost his son during the April 2000 student protest, shared his reflections during the screening of the documentary.
The mistakes in this are too many. I've mentioned it on TRRC several times. government has to listen to the citizens. If they have any grievances, allow them to come out and mention and demonstrate peacefully. And each demonstration has to have a leader, and they have to have a common purpose.
Mazi Kalu Oka, a teacher, had this to say in after the movie screening relation to Ibrahima Barry's case.
Teachers are not just teachers, they are parents, they are guardians, they are role models, and they need to play a very good role in the life of the students, not just teaching them to pass their exams, but counsel them.
Abi Emel Kamara, a student, also shared her reaction to the film.
It was so emotional because it seems like the voice of the students were not heard, you understand? And the government go ahead without listening to their problems.
The documentary is part of an ongoing effort under the post-TRRC Community Engagement Initiative aimed at promoting healing, justice, and public awareness. The release of this documentary comes at a crucial moment in the Gambia's transitional justice process, as the country continues to reckon with the human rights violations of the Yaya Jammeh era. By using storytelling, psychoeducational tools, Fankanta and its partners hope to inspire a national culture rooted in accountability, empathy, and active citizenship. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafati Gay.
We will now go for some international news stories. Now, the head of Liberia's delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, Senator Edwin Melville Snow Jr., has appealed to ECOWAS member states to support his country's bid for a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council, which will be decided tomorrow, Tuesday. He made the call through the president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Umar Aliou Toure. Here is an excerpt.
I want to ask you, Mr. President, to please make your final rounds in West Africa and to call on all my colleagues to please speak to your respective foreign ministers and presidents. Liberia is a founding member to UN. The first time and only time we've been on that seat was in the 60s by a female, Angie Brooks-Randall. And there's another opportunity for Liberia to represent us at the Security Council. I want us to please join Liberia in giving us your support. We need your support. We're appealing to ECOWAS. We know that Liberia is already a black vote from ECOWAS, but Mr. President, we beg you, please make the last round and just calling on the head of states and government to please give Liberia that support. We really need that vote at the Security Council. Let's stand by Liberia at the United Nations Security Council. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
That report there brings us to the end of this news bulletin. Do join us again at 10 p.m. for another news bulletin. Thank you for watching.